Good morning. It is Sunday and we are all refreshed and happy to be here. And we're currently in like this little, I'm calling it panaderia because I don't know what they're called in English, bread store. And it's where you come and you pick up like breads, and they have like all these really yummy and delicious types of breads. And actually we've been eating like breakfast here pretty much every single day since we got here because it's amazing. And they have like really nice desserts. And it's just really, really good here. Like everything is good here. It's delicious. So we got up, we got around. It's 10 o'clock, which means the con has just opened for the day. It's the last day. Con ends at 4 o'clock. So we're gonna go. We're gonna enjoy our time. We're gonna eat something and have a good time. Hang out with friends. Spend what little money I have left, which is like hardly anything. I've spent so much money. So worth it. It's fine. It's cool. I wish.
Oh, I only stop for men with money. Bye.
Bye. I'm so tired. So we went through Artist Alley, we went through the exhibition hall, we went to the entertainment hall. Basically just went around and checked everything out as much as possible. I bought a couple things, so I'm happy about that. But the exhibition hall is now closed, so they're gonna start really kicking people. So we're gonna have to move because otherwise it's gonna get crazy here. But we don't really have any plans. Literally the only thing left for this con is the closing ceremonies, and I guarantee people were in line for closing ceremonies, which means we're probably gonna go eat. We're probably gonna go back, hang out, and we have like all night to explore Little Tokyo now and like take a breather and do whatever we want that's not con related. I'm actually really excited to not be at the con. This con has killed me. I'm dead. I'm speaking to you from the only grave. Alright, we're very tired, so I'm gonna go now. Bye.
Not next to you, like right after.
Don't get the back of my head, it's nasty. The stupid wig didn't fit my fat head, so I'm like, I'm gonna cut you open.
Hello. So an update. Hello. We left the con and it was kind of a mess because obviously lots of things are closing. Closing ceremonies was happening and the only thing open was the entertainment hall. So we just freaking left because like it looked like a mob and a crowd of like people. It looked like a herd of buffalo. It was terrible. So we decided to leave because we were all starving and we're all exhausted and we're tired and we're just gonna have fun and do things in Little Tokyo. Because why not? We have all evening. And then this evening we're gonna pack up our room, clean everything up. I might do my con haul tonight, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm scared that I might forget I bought something once we get back to Missouri. So I might do the con haul tonight in the room or something. I don't know, it depends on lighting because lighting is terrible here. Anyway, we're excited to eat some food and I finally got to hang out with Omara. There she is. And that's her little brother, and then X is back there. And they're my friends, and I miss them. And then Nia's on this side of me. And we're all very tired. Very, very tired. We got some great dudes over here.
Oh, let's go. It's go time.
I love these guys. Yeah. I love him.
Coffee cup. Oh, is that because it doesn't spill on it? Yeah.
We're very excited to be in Sanrio. Oh my gosh, it's their butts on the ceiling. You can see Pom Pom Pudding's butthole. That's so great.
Can we go around again?
Is it done?
Oh,
There he is. Wait, it won't even. It's too much booty. It wouldn't focus.
Wait.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there I see his booty. That's cute. We got this one. One with the little Los Angeles butts out. We're good. Take it.
Wait, so is this?
Probably a lot of promotional items.
These are all the cloud.
Oh my gosh, they got that JoJo. Hello. Pardon the bad lighting and the hat hair because I've had a very long day. Despite the fact that this was the last day and really all we did was go to the con, shop around, and then we got kicked out because the con ended. We went to Little Tokyo, we hung out with some friends, went out to eat with those friends, and then hung out with them for a while, a couple hours, until they had to leave because they're from California, so they're driving home. And then Nia went with some friends to hang out, and she's also spending time with them while she still can. So that's the thing about coming to a con where you don't see friends very often. It's always really sad to have to say goodbye because like you don't know when you're going to see them again, and you are states apart, and it's hard. But thanks to the power of the internet, I managed to stay friends with a lot of them, so that's good. And yeah. But something exciting happened. So we walked into the store that sells a lot of mecha stuff, and I found Macross. Okay, can I just say I've been searching the exhibition hall all frickin' day and never found anything Macross except for a Min-May figure that was very overpriced because I know that exact figure and I know where I can get it for cheaper. Well, I found these the other day, and I was sitting on them because I was like, I want one so bad. I want one so bad, so bad. So what happened was we go to this store, see that they have these, and I pick one up. And the first one I get is Freya. It's not her. It's not Min-May. It's not Lin Min-May. And I'm very upset at first, originally, at the start. So then we shop around. My sister went to Sanrio and had a good time there. We went to Kinokuniya. I don't know, that really nice bookstore. We enjoyed ourselves, just explored Little Tokyo, shopped around with what little money we have left, and then it was killing me, so I decided to go back and try my hand one more time. But while I was in line, I met this really sweet couple from Canada that also really loves Macross, and we were talking about Macross and Robotech and Mecha and Kaiju and like everything, and I was like, oh my gosh, you have no idea how hard it is because like I don't have any real life friends that, you know this stuff, like can talk to me about it. And they were like, we're gonna get one each. And I was like, hey, if you guys get Lin Min-May, would you be willing to do a trade? And then they were like, sure. So I got the character which I traded because we got very lucky and were able to get, where is she? There she is. We were able to get Lin Min-May. We got Min-May. I'm so happy. Oh, I gotta be careful with that. It's precious cargo. All right, so we have about 20 minutes left in this hotel room before we have to go check out and leave, and this will be the last time all three of us are together. So we're gonna do a quick con recap, and basically we're just gonna tell you what our favorite thing about the con was, what our least favorite thing about the con was, what the con can improve on, and what we hope to improve on for our next visit to this con. So we're talking about Anime Expo 2018. It's a freaking curse. Favorite thing of the con was hands down the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure panel that we attended on Friday. It did come with a con though attached to it, which was waiting outside in the heat. God bless you, you mysterious strangers who shielded us from the hot sun with your beautiful umbrellas and fanned us, and the staff that gave us water. Like, we would not have survived that. Like, 2 hour outside in the middle of the heat wave in LA, we wouldn't have survived it if it weren't for you. So thank you so much. But by the time we got into the panel and it started and we started going with it and we got to watch the episode, like, it was all in the past, you know? So that was definitely my favorite part of the con. So
my favorite part was definitely Artist Alley. It's always the biggest one that we visit every year, whenever we come. And they just had really good, for the most part, choices. I couldn't find some stuff that I wanted personally, but it's not very popular, some of the stuff I was looking for. But other than that, like, I found a bunch of other stuff that I wasn't expecting to find. And then I will be looking up some of the artists that I didn't actually get to purchase from. So that's my favorite.
I think I'm going to split it just to be different, but I definitely love the JoJo's panel, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure panel. It was worth the wait, even though it was a very hot and long wait. But it was nice actually getting to talk to people, because when we all live in the Midwest, it's really hard to make like friends that are into cosplay and anime, because some people aren't just as dedicated as us. Like, we saved up like for 6 months, a year to come here for the first time. And it's nice meeting people that are also like dedicated in here, and just all the excitement. It's like a whole big party. So just meeting new people was really fun.
for every pro that you experience at AX, there is a con to go with it, and it does have to do with the fact that this is the biggest anime convention in the United States. You can't avoid stuff like that. So, I mean, it is what it is. But as far as things that genuinely were a problem, obviously they were doing their best with the heat. The heat was not the convention's problem, but there's stuff they can fix. I had a really big problem with the entire autograph issue with Josh Keaton. We purposely got up at like 6 a.m., got to the con before it opened, a couple hours before it opened. We waited in line for like an hour to get into the entertainment hall to get to the line. By the time we got in, we assumed we would have a great spot in line, because it was hardly anybody, and then it got capped ridiculously like short. There was so few people in that line when they capped it, and I feel like that could have been handled a lot better, because the only person we came to get their autograph from was Josh Keaton, and we didn't get it. That was the only thing. Other than that, lines, they managed very well. They threw water at people and trying to make sure everyone stayed hydrated. Staff was very helpful as they could be. Some people didn't know the convention center layout very well, but I mean, me and my sister know it, but like, it was Nia's first time, so getting lost was an issue a couple times. Yeah. But like, they did a really good job this year, and then mailing out badges and shortening the amount of lines that you had to be in for a certain amount of time. They did their best to keep people out of the heat, and that was good. So, not a whole lot there.
Yeah. Least favorite part or could improve on. I think it's just the autograph. I don't know what it was like within, like, inside the curtains, obviously, because we didn't get in. But I don't know. From what we heard, people were taking a lot longer to talk to, like Josh and the other guests, than they probably should have. And I don't know if they had con staff to be like, hey, tap them on the shoulder, you need to move along now.
Because they bought packages, though, to get that experience.
I know, but then they should have had a separate signing for that experience versus just the general one.
Because Josh was only there for 1 day, 3 hours straight.
Yeah, and so it really bummed us out. So I think that's what, like, that was the worst part for me. I was like, he showed a picture on his Instagram of everything he got, and that is great. But I was just thinking, what if someone came and they had written him this big long letter, and because of the way they ran it, they weren't able to give it to him? It would break my heart if that happened to me. So that.
As someone who was the first time here and I got lost like a lot, like embarrassingly so, they need more signage, because obviously they don't own the convention center. It's like used for a bunch of different events throughout the year, but they need, because people were referring to things as what the LACC refers to, like, oh, the Kenyatta Hall is where the Artist Alley. I'm like, no, you have to have signs saying Kenyatta Hall /Artist Alley, or like arrows that point, like more signs for everything, because everything is in so different things, and just because something's inside doesn't mean the line for it will be anywhere near inside. Like the line for Josh, which I didn't even make it to because I got so lost, was outside and like
it was outside completely in a separate area that like we never would have found if we hadn't just asked where do we go.
Same with the JoJo line. Like we followed people because they knew where they were going, but the JoJo line was outside where the main events line were, but we like they didn't let us line up inside. They like said this whole area is blocked off. Go outside, and we're just like, okay. And so it's just so massive and just a bit better. Just also the staff seems so just overworked and completely out of it because they said they changed things like every day on them, and I'm like, there wasn't really anything they needed to change because they were fine with organizing and people were being managed well, like getting in and out. Especially the tap, that was at least one pro because if we had to wait even longer with that, it would be ridiculous. But
one thing that I would love to see change by the next time we come back, and we're coming back in 2020, so they have time. Is if you're from the Midwest or you've ever gone to Silver Dollar City, they have an app, and you can go on your app and it'll show you where you are, and you can click the attraction you want to go to, and it'll give you directions, and it's like a little GPS, but specifically for Silver Dollar City. If they had that for AX, it would make things so much easier.
So much
like it really would.
Yeah. As far as like, I don't know. It's interesting because I didn't come across any rude con staff for the first time. Like that was really nice. No one seemed blatantly. There was people that were very obviously exhausted and trying to deal with crowd control because it's like herding a bunch of cattle. Like it's so many people, but at the same time, it's like I didn't blatantly come across anyone rude and like mean to con goers. At least not to us. I didn't have to like experience that, which was good. Considering it is a massive con and Naka has a horrible problem with rude staff.
Yeah.
Like a horrible problem. And it's a con that's like literally 1/4 of the size.
1/10.
It's 1/10.
It's 1/10 of the size of this convention and they still have rude staff. So like good job on that, AX. I mean, as far as that goes. Like we said, we're not planning to come back until 2020. So we only come every other year.
Unless someone wants to sponsor us.
Unless someone wants to invite me, please, y'all, that would be fun. But it is what it is. AX is fun, but it is definitely the money drainer con of what you can go to. So
what is it you called it earlier? The world's like the most expensive shopping trip.
It's the world's most expensive shopping trip because the exhibition hall. And can I just say, please, everybody knows that prices will be higher at a convention in dealers and or exhibition hall. So we go into there with that mentality, it. However, just remember that sometimes it's like even worse than what you're assuming. Okay, that's a little weird. But
Sorry.
The thing is, I found a rubber strap that you can find online for about $10, $12, and they were selling it for $35 there at the con. And there were people that were buying it.
Those poor people.
Don't do this to yourselves. I found another booth selling the same exact charm, literally one aisle over, for $15. Don't do it to yourself, guys. Artist Alley, I don't even ask what prices are anymore. I just pay it. I don't ask. An artist has to make a living, and if I like it and I want it, I get it. So that's why I spent a majority of my money. I spent all of my money. Did I get anything from the exhibition? I got 2 things, but they were from technically artists that were just in exhibitors. So I don't think I got anything from the exhibition hall.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you have anything else you want to...
I will say, if anyone's watching this and plans to go to AX next year or anytime after when we film this, if you are going to go to AX, choose. Are you going to cosplay or are you going to shop? Because you cannot do both. And I learned that the hard way. If you take a simple cosplay like Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service or something that's easily manageable, not a big wig, fine. But if you want to be seen, just go with the intention of staying kind of like outside or in the main area where you can get photos rather than people were like bumping into people with big armor and I could just see the fear in the people's eyes, like, please don't break it. And I had this big dress for Elena and I was in everyone's way. I had to hold it the entire time when I was trying to walk around. So next time I come, I will bring either clothes to change into after a couple hours so I can go and shop, or I will just set aside one specific shopping day.
Yeah.
Because it's just too hard.
Yeah, I assumed that I was bringing easy cosplays, and like for the most part, yeah, Akira was, but Jotaro was not. Jotaro for some reason was a lot harder to keep and maintain when I was trying to do 100 different things. So I do agree, if you're gonna come for cosplay and to be seen and be taken pictures of and try and show off what you can do, I would highly suggest making sure that, you know, you're careful with that and you do that over trying to squeeze your big self in oversized armor and beautiful delicate pieces of all your wonderful costumes that could possibly break into that tight and crowded exhibition hall and or artist alley.
Like
because
maybe Sunday you can do it because it's like a lot less crowded.
Yeah.
But don't do it Saturday. It won't be fun.
And one last warning, because we're gonna have to get out of our hotel
We
room.
have to check
we have
out
to
soon.
check out. One last warning: if you are in artist alley on any given day and you see something and you sit on it thinking, I want that, but I don't want to get it right now because maybe I don't want it. No, if you want it, get it that day, that
Jump on
moment.
it.
Because things at Artist Alley sell out, and they sell out fast, and you are never guaranteed to get what you want.
Yeah.
Because had I waited for something, I would have never gotten it. I got the last of something, and I got very lucky, and then another time something that I did want had already sold out. And not all of these, a lot of these artists fly in, so they cannot restock them, you know, for the next day. So highly suggest if you find something you want, get it. I mean, at a smaller con, yeah, you can usually sleep on it, but here at AX, no. You can't sleep on anything. If you want it, get it.
And if you're on Twitter and you're aware of artists and your fandom that you want, they all put their booth numbers and their catalogs online, so it makes it so much easier. You just write them down and you like dart from booth to booth. Because I did all my shopping on day one,
Yeah.
the majority of it, because I knew what I wanted, I knew who had it, and I knew where they were, and that helped so much.
Yeah, I had people already written down for what I wanted. So, and that does help. But anyway, like I said before, this has been an experience, a curse, a blessing, wonderful, horrible, all at the same time. I'm glad I got to share it with my best friend. I was so happy she was able to come. And we're hoping to come back in 2020. And sister, of course, I won't. We'll go everywhere together. But yeah, so I was super excited to get to come. It was good. I got to see friends I don't see a lot. And yeah, so we got to get out of this hotel before they charge us.
Yep.
So thank you guys for watching.
Bye.
We will see you AX 2020. As for everyone else, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next video. Bye.